Hello, guys. It's your boy Young Diamond. I welcome you once again to this platform. This platform is a platform of enlightenment to share and to educate us about development in the society and how things function. So, in this video, we'll be talking about finance. We'll be talking about finance. Now, the definition of finance is the study and management of money. So, we all know finance has to do with every aspect of our lives. Whatever we do today in life, it has to be based on finance. So finance is the study and management of money. So it talks about how money works, but the concept of finance only teaches us how to study and manage money, but not how to make this money. So financial institutions are institutions that provide services as an intermediary, different from the financial monetary transaction. So which means financial institutions under finance, they render services as an intermediary for different financial transactions. So when it comes to the financial sector, we have non-banking financial sector and the banking financial sector or financial institution. Now, financial institutions cover many different areas such as real estate, consumer finance, banking, insurance, investing, brokerage, tax, and all these provide different financial services. So this leads us to the types and the types of financial institution, which we have the banking and the non-banking financial institution. Now, mind you, when you talk about finance, majority of it is also centered at the bank or to the bank. So when you hear anybody talk about finance, first finger they point at is the bank, because the bank is an institution that render financial services, both banking and non-banking financial services. So we have the non-banking financial services. When we talk about insurance, we talk about investing, these are some of the non-banking institutions. There are two main types of financial institutions. We have the banking and the non-banking financial institutions. So the banking financial institutions involves or includes commercial banks, savings, loan association, credit unions. So while the non-banking financial institution includes insurance companies, we have the pension fund, the hedge fund, investment, private firm, venture capital firms. So the banks also cover all these various aspects of non-banking financial institution. So whatever regarding finance in our society today is all centered at the bank. That does not mean that there are no other financial institutions that render these separate services outside the bank. We have the insurance companies. The bank also provides insurance. We have the investment banks. They also function outside the main banking system. So the bank has become the center of all financial transactions. So whatever you are trying to do when it comes to finance, the bank always has their way up front. So finance is the management of money. That is why you see when they ask questions, what can you do if you have certain amount of money? Because it is only someone who has the understanding of how money works to be able to put that money into good use. So when you have the clear understanding and the clear definition of what finance is all about, then it will give you a clear picture of what you need to do with the finance that you have. You know, when so many people have this finance, the management becomes a problem. The management of that finance becomes a problem. That is where you see series of people, they are careless spenders. You know, the moment money comes, they spend it. They don't have management culture. They don't even study to know how this money works. But when they see the money, they just spend it. Yeah, I have the source where it's coming from. So all I just need to do just enjoy myself and feel free. No. Understanding the management of money and the management and the study of money gives you an insight on what to do before spending. So when you come across people who have little or no understanding of finance, give or take, in a few years they go bankrupt. They go bankrupt. That is why you see series of organizations they employ what we call financial analysts. Why? Because they need to analyze what they are doing with their money and how the money can bring forth more yield so they don't go bankrupt. So the idea of finance is to study how to make money work to bring forth more yield. So many of us we prefer liabilities when it comes to finance. So many of us we prefer to just go for luxury when we have this little finance. Most of the time, when our finance comes from just one source, we have to be very, very careful because if not, it will run down. Because when the money keeps coming from one source and you don't have the management and the skills to study how money can work for you, then it becomes a problem whereby at the long run in the future you become bankrupt and then you go broke. And then you go broke. So money is debt. And money functions in different ways. We have the physical cash, we have the cash turned into assets, and we have the cash turned into liabilities. So whichever way money can work for you. So you can either make money become work for you to bring forth more assets and more yield than to have the money for liabilities. 2024 is a year which we have to sit down and study about money and finance. You don't need to be educated to understand how money can work for you. All you just have to do is to ask the right question. All you just have to do, meet the right people. All you just have to do, connect with the people who so aim is on how to make money yield more fruit. So going back to the non-banking financial institution, where we have the insurance companies, we also have other venture capitalists, equity firm, private equity, and all that. So in our next video, we'll be talking about insurance. Then we'll get a clear picture of what insurance plays, what role insurance plays when it comes to finance. Because the soul of every finance, insurance is very critical to the sustainability of finance. So insurance is like it's like a shock absorber that gives you a wedge when you have this finance and you have it working for you. So in our next video, we'll talk about insurance and the various types of insurance under the non-banking financial institutions. And then we'll get a clear picture of what insurance talks about and how important is insurance to our modern day society. We'll meet again. It's your boy Young Diamond.